How we going, guys? Mick here from Knob Cartel, back with another beer review. So I'm going to review a rare breed from Mountain Goat. It is 9%, 3.6 standard drinks, barrel aged blended porter. These guys hail out of Richmond, Victoria. Not much of a can blurb or can statement on this one. The art is pretty cool. It is obviously a giant octopus with a skull pirate head taking down a ship there. Nice font and very nice can art on this one. So their rare breed releases have been pretty good. I've enjoyed pretty much all the rare breed releases. This is unlike their others. I think most of their rare breeds that I've had have been bottled. This one is canned. No real can size on there. I'm guessing this is a 500ml can. It is quite larger than some of the ones I've got up there in the collection, which are 440ml. So we'll say this one's 500ml. Looking forward to trying this one. Just like many of the beers that I've been pulling from the deeps of my fridge, this one looks like it's come from the deeps of the ocean. Crack her open. So there's a bit of a theme going on at the moment with some of the beers that I've been reviewing, and that is barrel age. As I mentioned with one of the previous ones, barrel aged beers seem to be all the rage at the moment. People are really enjoying them. They seem to be selling pretty well, and it seems to be the style of beer that people are out chasing for at the moment. Bearing in mind this is a blended porter, so it's not going to be, by the looks of it, very thick and viscous, but well, it's got an aroma coming off it like most of them have of late. Now, not really knowing the background of this particular beer and where it may where the blending may come in. It might be the fact that there are a couple of blended beers, or this is actually blended with the blended barrels. I don't know. I'll have to check into a little bit more, but I'm just really keen to get into it. Probably should have done me research before I done the video, but anyway, this is my review, my thoughts, my feedback on this particular beer. Smells pretty promising. Nice. It was an aggressive pour, but it's got a big head there. Looks nice and creamy. It is a mocha chocolate looking head. Some loose bubbles in there, some very quite compact, very tight on top. Smelling very much like the winter warmer from Grand Ridge that I reviewed a couple of reviews back. Once again, check out the description for the social connections. Also, like, share, subscribe. Let's get these numbers up there. I think we're sitting around about 30 subscribers. That's fine. There was no intentions to become any sort of large scale. Just do what I enjoy, and that's reviewing, getting on camera and just talking about beer. The channel will also go down the path of brew days, a few other things going on, in particular heading into the new hop season as well. So, and I always say that we're going to get into discussing hops a little bit more. Never really eventuates to anything, but anyway, it's about the beer. It's nice and dark, nice kind of head on it, very roasty, chocolate, slightly woody, oaky, has that more of a barrel flavour to this one. Not getting a lot of particular flavours that you would expect. What I was getting off the nose in the beginning, which has sort of gone away now. sort of disappeared. Coffee. Slight bit of bourbon about it. Has got a bit of sort of that boozy barrel bourbon sort of flavour, which was there, like I said in the beginning, with the aromas, but it seems to have sort of worn off a little bit now. But mouth feels really good for a barrel aged porter. That, I think, the amount of roast is actually helping with that mouthfeel, and also maybe a lack of that extra bit of oomph from the barrel aging comes through. So more of a toasty oak, raw toast oak, rather than sort of that spirit, sort of the bourbon or the rum, or sort of whatever sort of barrels they've done. So it could have been a whiskey blended with a bourbon barrel, or it could have been a rum with a whiskey, or a rum with a bourbon. I'm getting more of that bourbon sort of whiskey barrel flavour, but not a hell of a lot. And I don't think they wanted to make that the dominating flavour or aroma of the particular beer. I think they did still want that that porter flavour and that porter base to sort of sit pretty even, and become well balanced. All in all, it stands alone with some, compared to some of the other barrel. And this is being a porter though, does stand alone from those other barrel aged ones that I've had, and it has a sort of a different flavour and aroma about it that those other ones sort of, where the barrel aging, the means of putting those to be an imperial stout, or a barrel aged stout. Being a stout, they want them to be big and warm. This is still big and warm considering it's a porter. That yeah, it's definitely it stands out there on its own compared to the others. A little bit lighter in flavour, probably a little bit more palatable for certain people who are just getting into it. Still very sort of up in your face, and very flavoursome across the palate, but it, as I said, doesn't sort of stand up there with those other ones. But them being stouts, and like I mentioned, the obvious reasons for barrel aging with those particular beers is to get those big hits. It does smell really good, even away from the face. You can still sort of get that aroma and roastiness, and that slight barrel, and that's obviously the boozy sort of flavour coming from it. Cheers.